So let's hop right into the topic for today, which is, do you believe in soulmates?
Soulmates.
Yes. Do you think it's a real thing?
Do you think it's a real thing? I'll run with this question first. I'm gonna say short answer, no. I don't personally believe in soulmates, and this is the reason why. And I think a lot of people get caught up in soulmates, especially I grew up in the church, so I know there's a lot of women in church believe that God, and I ain't gonna just say women, a lot of men, a lot of people in church, they believe God created one person specifically for them. And to me, that just don't make sense. I ain't never read in the Bible where it say that, and to me it just don't make sense because it's over 7 billion people on the planet. If God only made one person that's right for you, that means you got to find one person out of 7 billion people. And to me, that's just not, those odds of finding that person is almost unrealistic to me. That just makes sense to me. And then me knowing who God is, God gives us a free will as human beings. So why, if he gave me a free will, why would he give me preferences, give me things that I like, that type of thing, and give me the ability to choose if he already predestined who I was going to be with in the first place? So to me, that's more like an arranged marriage than something of free will. And that's not a characteristic of who I believe God to be. I don't think God does that type of thing. So God does give us principles. He gives us principles. I believe that God gives us the free will to choose who we want to be with. Like if I like chocolate women with long legs, I get to pick Dominique. You see, but he gives me principles of how, once I've chosen Dominique, how I should treat her and treat the relationship. He gives us principles on how to love love one another, love our significant other, love our spouse. And if I apply those principles in my relationship, it's going to feel like that this person was made and created just for me. I promise me. Trust me. I know the feeling. It really does. But that doesn't mean Dominique is the only person. If y'all hear Ava, look, she's sitting right over there. She's not asleep today, but she'll be okay. But that doesn't mean Dominique is the only person, the only woman on the planet that I could have a successful and fulfilling marriage with. I don't believe that. I believe there's plenty of women on the planet that have the same type of skill set, the same type of capacity as Dominique. And I believe if we got together and we applied the principles, that we can have a successful marriage. So I don't believe in soulmates. I believe in applying the right principles to your relationship, and you're going to feel like this person was created specifically just for you. And that's what we teach and No Longer Single. Right. We teach those principles. That's exactly what we teach.
And I feel like soulmates are like something that people have justified because it gives you this feeling of nostalgia when you meet somebody that you feel is super compatible with you. So it's like when we say we're looking for our soulmate, in reality, we are seeking some sort of form of feelings that we get when we meet somebody versus like, are we actually compatible? Because feelings will tend to fade after a while,
Scientifically proven.
Scientifically. That's a fact. Exactly. So what do you have after those feelings are gone? That's the question you need to ask yourself when you're thinking that you found your soulmate. Like, are you only invested in it and you feel like this person's your soulmate because they make you feel a certain way? Or are you guys truly compatible? So for me, I guess short answer for me too, I don't feel like there's such thing as a soulmate. So yeah, that's just not my feeling.
So I'm not your soulmate, babe?
I mean, if you want to call it that, sure. But I just don't want people fantasizing around this idea of soulmate because like Daryl said, it can be a lot of different people that are compatible with you. It's really going to depend on where are you currently in your life when you meet that person? Where are they currently in their life when you meet that person? Because you might meet somebody that you aren't compatible with now, but like 3 years down the road, y'all may actually be compatible and you may feel like that person is your soulmate. Right. So, you have to look you have to look a little deeper than, the feeling aspect of it, because we all get trapped in those feelings. I'm guilty of it as well. I always felt like those butterflies that you get when you first meet somebody, like that when you're in love and that's the person you're supposed to be with, those are supposed to be there all the time, and that's just not reality. So yeah,
I never got butterflies from anybody, honestly.
well, I mean, there's people that do. I feel like I have before.
You had butterflies when you met me?
I mean, at certain points, I felt like I did, you know, and then they faded away, you know, and then they came back.
It turned into moths.
Right, but when I ran into those times where those feelings faded, you know, I had to hold on to the fact that there were things that Daryl and I had that we just meshed with, and like things that we had destined for like our life and what we wanted for each other. That's the stuff that I held on to when the butterflies faded away. So I just don't want y'all, right, exactly what you said. I applied the principles. So yeah, don't get caught up in the soulmate thing, because you might meet several people that you feel like is your soulmate in your life.
And I think it's plenty of people walking around single right now because they're looking for a quote unquote soulmate.
So y'all let us know. Did y'all find your soulmate? Do you feel like you found your soulmate? Did you believe in soulmates?
Let us know. Because look, we
know.
ain't saying we just the gospel, even though
we're just giving y'all our opinion on this. But hey, y'all let us know in the comments
some
below.
of his opinion, we spit a lot of facts in there too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, but y'all tell us.
Once again, if y'all need some help, that's what we here for. Once again, text us HELP, HELP, to the number 404-969-2588. We would love to set up an appointment. Hear your story. Come up with a game plan specifically for you and your goals you're trying to reach. Let's make it happen. Let's get you from single to spouse. We in there.
All right, y'all. So we'll talk to y'all later.
Let's take this quick picture.